It's a set made exclusively for us here at QVC that you have deemed your favorite customer top-rated food. It is from my grandma's, and what you're bringing home today are 2 of their 28-ounce famous coffee cakes done in the original cinnamon walnut, and of course the Granny Smith apple coffee cake. Now both of these cakes come home for less than $40. We are available to ship it to you now if you're thinking, no way, that looks so delectable, I need it right here, right now. Or if you're thinking about the holidays coming up, or you just like a little nibble with all the hot chocolates, you can have it shipped out to you December 7th. Now, Robert, tell us about these cakes that more than 67,000 have been spoken for.
We're getting over that number. We're hitting septuple digits. It's going so well.
Oh, okay.
This is our #1 seller, and the original combination that came over to my grandma, over to QVC with my grandma's. Our original cinnamon walnut, which is the cake that made us famous, made from an old-fashioned Eastern European recipe over 115 years ago, from the 1800s.
Oh,
they were
wow.
pure bourbon vanilla, though. They couldn't get that in Europe back then. So we've improved the recipe. We're even using fresher walnuts than they used back then, because we get them from the California Mariani orchards, and our walnuts have so much walnut oil in them that you don't need to use butter. We don't use any trans fats, no artificial preservatives, no artificial coloring. We are the original My Grandma's, made only in one place in Boston, Mass. And our cinnamon walnut is our most popular cake, second to none.
And you know what, when I take a bite of this, it's so interesting because it's light, but it's decadent. And you can taste the moistness from the single bit that I have, and that crunch in there with the walnuts is really refreshing.
Now they come in a freezer bag, and I'm going to do something I've never done on QVC before.
I'm sorry, you said it came in a freezer bag?
Yes,
perfect.
just to let folks know when they come in, this cake has been just out of the freezer. And you take a nice sharp knife, just to let you know, when you take them home, when you get them home, you don't have to eat them all. You can eat it at room temperature or eat it a little cold, and then look at this, with one sharp knife, what a nice, sexy, smooth slice you get right frozen out of the freezer. And that cake is, you can touch that, that's cold. Okay, you can feel that's cold, but yet it's still so moist, almost like a pudding there. Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's cold.
It's really good cold.
The people put ice cream on it. As a matter of fact, I want to show some folks. They put a little bit of ice cream on with it, and they can put a little caramel or fudge with it, and
that
they make
should be illegal.
Look
at how good that
dessert.
is. And remember, you're getting 2 20-ounce cakes. And I want to let you know that if you choose the December 7th ship week, that's going to be by far your most limited choice. So these cakes are handmade for you, right in Boston, Massachusetts. So as you dial in, if you're sitting here thinking, that looks too ridiculous, I need that by tomorrow for breakfast, you can absolutely grab the ship now, ship date, or December 7th. There's auto delivery available with this as well. It's going to come to you every 90 days for just 1 year. But, you know, the idea of this, when they're shipped to you, is really quite lovely, because you can take back your holiday. You know, when it comes to breakfast or even dessert, after you've cooked a big meal, that's the last thing that you want to do. It's like you need to dedicate all that oven space there.
And I've got to tell you, Courtney, not only do they make a wonderful gift, and the Today Show found out about it and told the whole country, buy them on QVC because you get a better deal than you do at Grandma's, which of course you do. And boy, did we become popular. They suggested the cinnamon walnut apple combination 2 Christmases ago, and we can't make enough. But one thing we do, we let everybody who receives the box know we're still baking with the same quality ingredients. You notice that 16-ounce cheese becomes 14, becomes 12? No, and the same size. Ever since 1990 when we started, we have never cut any corners. We never will, because folks who are enjoying My Grandma's expect the highest, and when they serve it to the company, they know they will never be disappointed. That's why we're so proud of the QVC guarantee.
Well, and that's what makes it a wonderful opportunity this holiday season, because the only place in the world that you can get it other than QVC is right in Boston, Massachusetts. And this is the kind of thing that you stumble on by word of mouth, or you were to walk by a bakery that carried it, and you would be like, what in the world is that smell? Well, it's fresh cinnamon walnuts, or it's Granny Smith apple baked into the most decadent coffee cake, all done by hand.
Here we are pouring the farm fresh eggs with that pure bourbon vanilla. It's so expensive we sometimes have to keep it locked up in a vault, but we always use that pure bourbon vanilla, keeping the cake nice and moist. And then we pour the batter by hand, 1 layer at a time. In the middle, we hand pour the walnuts and the cinnamon. Then we put another layer on top. So every one of these cakes is 2 layers, equally as moist, equally as delicious. Then we place the cinnamon and the walnuts on top in this case, or the hand-carved apples, which are unbelievable, by the way. I'm about to talk about that. And the hand-carved apples in the middle and on top of that Granny Smith apple coffee cake. Then we let them set out of the oven, and we have a crew coming in about 3 hours to whoever wants cakes sent out tomorrow. We have a crew coming in 6 hours early to start baking them tonight, so we ship them out tomorrow, and folks will have them by the weekend.
Well, and shipping and handling is included in the less than $40 price tag that you're getting for 2 coffee cakes. They're customer top rated, and as you take a look at the reviews down at the bottom of your screen, moist and full of flavor, absolutely the best coffee cake
so proud of that.
we ever ate. And if you think about that, you're essentially bringing these home for $20 a cake for all of your office get-togethers, the neighborhood get-togethers, or just to have a little bit to nosh around the house. You're getting those fine, premium quality ingredients that you guys locked up in a safe that nobody else has access to.
And it's barely over $1 a person per serving. And you know what? My company's worth at least a couple of bucks a piece.
So there's 20 servings in each cake.
Yeah, and well, there's 14 really big servings, but we usually get about 20 cut out of it.
20 polite servings.
Oh, yeah. And like this is larger than a regular serving size right here. And what we've done is our customers, our friends, send us, thank you for that comment, by the way, our friends send us recipes. And this is a French toasted cake. What we did was we took this slice, we dipped it in battered egg, 1 second, flipped it over, put it in a frying pan for 10 seconds on each side, and it turns brown on the outside. That egg browns, and it seals in the moisture of that cake on the inside. I personally guarantee anybody who loves French toast will never taste anything like this as long as they live. And you can do that with the apple French toast cake.
I am from the South, and there's nothing better in this world than fried food. And if you're from there, you know that. But I dare say there might be something better, and that is fried coffee cake in a French toast batter.
And just put in the pan, no butter, no oil, just as is. Isn't that unbelievable?
That's ridiculous.
The moisture sealed inside.
That tastes like you went across the pond.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my God, but just right up the interstate,
it's
Boston,
outrageous.
Mass.
We're proud about that. We love to hear folks call in. We love to hear folks tell us on their messages what they think of it. And we're so proud of the award that we won because we are making this the same as we did 25 years ago.
Well, and out of all of the customer top rated foods, you chose this as your #1 end-all be-all for 2015. It's the original configuration that we brought you from My Grandma's. Of course, again, plentiful servings, 14 to 20 for each cake. You're getting the cinnamon walnut, and you're getting the Granny Smith apple, all made by hand. It's M26859. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. We're starting to bake.
Well, cheers to that. All right, Leah, what do you... Oh, you're right over there.
I know.
Where are you?
Here I am. We set the table. And so, yeah, there are my grandma's coffee cakes all sliced up and ready to enjoy. But here's what I want you to focus on. Coming up a little bit